remember a trip a few years ago that I took where it would have been nice to just know some possibilities of getting out of some undesirable encounters. It didn't happen. It would have been nice though. If you want to skip story time, go ahead and look in the description below. There are some timestamps for you and it will skip story time. Mom, Dad, you too. Okay, for everyone else. So it was 11 o'clock and I had just arrived in Glasgow on a train. And the only person that I knew was a guy that I met on the train who helped me find a taxi. And yes, I know this sounds like a horror story waiting to happen, but he was very nice and he just helped me get a taxi, and I'm a pretty good judge of character, so there's that.
There's no reason why you shouldn't have complete confidence in your chances to come out of this thing alive and in one piece.
I told the taxi driver the address of where I thought there was a bed waiting for me. However, the taxi driver had driven off by the time that I realized that I was in the wrong place. I was at Glasgow Metro Youth Hostel and not Glasgow Youth Hostel. Surprisingly enough, there's not a lot of taxi traffic that late at night, but I did have internet on my phone. So I looked up the correct address, which was just under a mile away. So I walked. I walked at 11:30 at night in an unfamiliar city alone. The rucksack that I carry is very large and heavy, so it wasn't the most comfortable walk. Somewhere along the line, I had heard that stabbings were a very frequent occurrence in Scotland. And I actually still don't know if this is true, but at the time, I really believed it. I chose not to wear my headphones so that I could at the very least be aware. In retrospect, I realize now that I could have asked the first place to call me a cab, but because I walked, it was clearly a great idea to be more aware of my surroundings, be more aware of what's going on and focus on that rather than any number of possible terrible scenarios going through my head that have definitely been featured in the movies.
We're being followed.
I really like traveling solo though, even as a female, for a number of reasons. One of which is that I get to do what I like when I like. However, if at all possible, I would like to avoid this type of situation again where I feel there's a danger to my being. My being.
My name is Jim Riley. I train in Shotokan, Japanese karate. I started in 1976. I'm considered a Sandan, which is a third-degree black belt.
Why did you choose this particular type of karate to learn? Why not taijutsu?
俺たち体術使いが超高速の技に対応できるのは五感を研ぎ澄ますからだ。
I was introduced to it, I went down, I liked what I saw, I liked the training, it made sense to me. I was able to meet some of the early masters of the art, but I never saw anything else that I wanted to do, any other style.
I met Jim through my doubles tennis partner, Mayhua. Jim generously offered his knowledge and expertise when I expressed some interest in learning some self-defense. Before that, I had no idea that he was a black belt or that he had been an instructor. I just thought he was really good at tennis. He taught me a few moves in order to protect myself on my next adventure.
Rule number 1, cardio.
What if I'm in heels? Like, I don't wear heels a lot, but what if?
Obviously you want to get away from there as fast as you can, and you can't run in heels. So somehow you've got to get rid of those heels to get them off your feet. You should always be aware of your surroundings. If you're walking in a busy street during the day, you're not really in a dangerous situation. But if you're walking in a dark street at night, no one else around, you got to be on high alert. Walk with confidence. Try not to look scared, even if you are, try not to show it. Peel off their fingers like this and take their fingers back. You can look for a finger, a thumb, and you can try and peel that off too and use it there.
S-I-N-G. Solar plexus, instep, nose, groin!
I think it's very good advice. And the solar plexus can be a problem because if the person is very thick, it's going to be hard to find that spot because it's a spot like right in here. The instep is basically right in here, right in this area here. And you have bones here that can break. Hit it as hard as you can, right in the nose like that, and then you're gone.
It's not a soft boop.
Right, no. It's bang. I personally think the groin is a small area, and you may not be able to hit that spot if you try and attack it.
During the lesson, I was afraid that it was going to be complicated, that I was going to have to remember which way to swing my arm, and that I was definitely overcomplicating things. I'm glad that we stuck to 3 moves just because it'll be easier to practice and focus on just those 3 things. I don't feel like,
oh yeah, 3 moves, I'm done learning for life. I know karate, I know it, it's fine.
but I do feel a little bit better about stepping out into the wide world and traveling. So I'm ready to defend myself now, right?
After one class, I don't think so.
Some of these things, if you practice it, you don't have to spend the rest of your life on it, but if you practice it some, you know, it could come to you in a real situation. You pretty much need a partner. The more you do, the more somebody does this, the more times you do that, or the more times you do any move, the more it's going to be ingrained in your head. It's everyone's advantage to know a little bit about self-defense, because you never know. And it not only gives you the self-defense, the skills to defend yourself, but it gives you peace of mind, and I always think that's important too.
So thanks for watching, and make sure to smash the like button, especially if you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell icon to get notified every time I upload new content. I'll see y'all next week. Bye! It's very harsh and levy, almost, of walks, strolls. Gaunt a word? Gauntlet. I feel like it's not a word. But like for this. Like it's not a synonym for walk.
I'm originally from Minnesota.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just thought you went like every year.
Well, I do that too, yeah.
And the truck wheels go all around and around. The truck wheels go all around.
That's about 44 years ago.
Oh, I forgot it's 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Oh
so
my gosh.
it's about.
I only know this one.
Okay, that's fine.
Is it dry if it doesn't have any ice?
I think it's called neat.
Neat, that's it.
Right.
Okay, one more time, or however many more times, I'm sorry.
Okay. Whatever it takes.
It was very harsh and levy. I was going to say it again.